On this episode of Oz Off-Road TV, our Darling River trek continues. We go underground at White Cliffs, we take in a lakeside sunset, visit the iconic Silverton Hotel, then rock on at the Mundi Mundi Bash.
Get down on an old bush track, a four-wheel drive, yeah, I like it like that. The weekend comes and now it's time to go. Oz Off-Road, it's time for the show. Yeah.
On this episode, we head off from Tilpa Station, take the run down through Tilpa, then on to White Cliffs, we check out Menindee Lakes, then drive to Silverton, ending up on the Mundi Mundi Plains. Yes, g'day and welcome to the latest edition of the Camping and Off-Road Radio Show, broadcasting through 9 Radio right across Australia. This week we are broadcasting from Tilpa Station in Louth. As I've mentioned to you over the last few weeks, we are on the road as we are Mundi Mundi Bash bound for Oz Off-Road TV. And for those of you that have come up and said g'day, we certainly do thank you, as you too are making your way to the Mundi Mundi Bash and of course taking in this beautiful part of New South Wales. Well, what do we think of Tilpa Station? It's a pretty good place, eh? Big.
Yeah, top spot. Yeah, a beautiful camp on the river there. Doesn't get much better than that.
Oh, it was pretty nice having the window open and waking up to all the bird song and looking out over the river.
Anyway, yeah, it's pretty good there. That's why I wanted to go back there. So at least it's pretty good. So she looked after us, and now we're on our way to Tilpa. So we'll go down here. We might even have a cold beer at the pub, son.
Yeah, sounds good. Tilpa pub, it's pretty iconic. I haven't been there yet, so be keen to check it out.
All right, well, hopefully we'll get down there in time for happy hour if they have one. But then I'm always happy. I'm always happy, aren't I? Just ask anyone. It's only around 70 k's or so from Tilpa Station to Tilpa, and although it's an unsealed dirt road, it's usually in very good condition and is a great country drive. I'll tell you what, you've got to enjoy this drive from Tilpa Station down to Tilpa. Basically just cutting through stations, and it's in pretty good nick, this dirt road. The one thing I will say, there's a lot of grids on this road, a lot of cattle grids. And look, if you're towing a van, my advice is to back right off, because you just never know what sort of a drop-off is on the other side of the grid. And you'll find that a lot of these grids have little potholes before them, so rather than risk bending anything, your tow bar or even your car, just go over the grids easy. Roads like this are an absolute beauty, especially this time of day. Freshly graded and beautiful open scenery. Enjoy the drive, and we'll do that from Tilpa Station down to Tilpa Pub. The town of Tilpa is located in the far west region of New South Wales, about 920 kilometres northwest of Sydney, and sits on the banks of the Darling River. Back in the day, this place was a major river port with paddle steamers delivering supplies to nearby sheep stations. Return trips included transportation of wool down river to Wentworth, then on to the Murray. With the old stores, telegraph station long gone, the one thing that still stands and operates is the pub. Established in 1894, these days it's the main attraction in a town rich in colonial history. Another must-see attraction here is the Tilpa War Memorial, which honours those from the district who served in all wars, with one of those names on the honour roll being Lieutenant Harry Breaker Morant. Born Edwin Henry Morant in December 1864, Morant travelled to Australia in 1883 and for more than 15 years worked a variety of jobs throughout the Australian colonies, earning a reputation as a horseman and a balladist. In 1899, he enlisted in the 2nd contingent of the South Australian Mounted Rifles to be sent by the government of that colony to serve as part of the British Empire forces fighting in South Africa during the Boer War, and rose to the rank of lieutenant. After being found guilty of ordering the shooting of POWs, he was executed by firing squad in 1902. It's said that the Tilpa War Memorial is the only memorial in Australia that honours his name. Geez, it's a cold, foggy start to the day today.
Yeah, I heard the diesel heaters go pretty early this morning while I was toughing it out in the swag.
It must have been Robert's diesel heater because I thought I'd go hardcore and didn't put it on.
I had the diesel heater working overtime in the caravan last night, I can tell you that. I'm going to soak up all this caravan luxury while I've still got it.
Anyway, we're on our way to White Cliffs now, and it's not a bad road, this one. I've been on it before. It's the sort of road we travel on anyway, so you'll enjoy this little drive through here. Next stop on this trip is White Cliffs, so we decide to take the Tonga Tilpa Road, which is 180 kilometres of unsealed road that runs from Tilpa to Wilcannia, then sealed roads onto White Cliffs. Well, I've got to say, for a part of the world that's actually in drought at the moment, it's looking pretty green here. And I think, just a little bit of rain that they've had has certainly greened it up. It's amazing, and the colours now just look incredible with the blue sky and the red dirt road with nice greenery on either sides of the track here. It makes it for a very nice drive. It's unbelievable just how green it looks. In fact, some of it looks like a bowling green. But anyway, it's good for us. It looks fantastic. In these parts, some of the stations out here are actually hand-feeding sheep. So not all of them, but some of them are, because it's a little bit in drought at the moment. But you wouldn't know it, just what a few mil of rain can do, and it certainly does breed life, and it looks fantastic at the moment.
Now, the roads out here in outback New South Wales are in generally pretty good nick, but after a bit of rain, which I've had a fair bit out here lately, they do get chopped up, and you can see why they do close them quite quick when it rains. This one from Tilpa out to Wilcannia has probably been the worst. You can tell they've had a fair bit of rain out here lately, so the road is pretty chopped up and big potholes and whatnot. Still not too bad. Yeah, you've got to take your time, don't go racing through here. Yeah, it should be pretty good.
Located around 250 kilometres northeast of Broken Hill, White Cliffs was established in the late 19th century when Opal was discovered in 1872. Would you believe that a kangaroo hunter noticed a coloured stone on the ground and simply picked it up? Well, he did that, and the rest is history, as opal mining still exists here to this very day. It's so sunny here that even Australia's first solar power station was built in White Cliffs. The landscape here is very raw, and from the air it is said that it resembles the surface of the moon due to the old mine shafts. But one thing is for sure, it gets very hot in these parts with sweltering heat during the summer, which is why many houses and some businesses are actually underground. And as you would expect, underground accommodation is a real attraction in these parts, so we thought we would check out a different type of Airbnb. Let's hope there's actually some air in there. Holy dooly, how good's this?
Oh, that's awesome.
We're probably standing in the most unique Airbnb in Australia. The Airbnbs are everywhere, but not like this one. This is one with a difference because it's underground. And I'm with Sonia, who owns the Airbnb, but not only that, did a lot of work to make it look as good as it does now. Sonia, this place is incredible. How long have you owned this?
About 2.5 years.
And was it like this when you came here?
Hell no. No, hadn't been lived in for 40 years.
So you've walked in. What did it look like? Obviously now it looks so pristine. I mean, it looks 5-star.
Look, I love the slate work out the front. The bones were here. It just needed a little bit of love and care. So we had to get the jackhammers out, reshape the room, take the roof up a little bit. The pile of rubble, taller than me most days, and just carrying it all out in buckets because you can't get a wheelbarrow in here.
What's life like in White Cliffs? You mentioned it's quiet inside, but the whole town just seems as quiet as a mouse. You don't hear a peep. It's so quiet out there. And I've been here to White Cliffs before and it was the same experience.
Yeah.
The whole place is just very quiet.
When you live here, it's not quiet, like everybody's dropping in on everybody. You always need a helping hand. You might be concreting or fixing this and calling someone. So if you're not asking for help, you're off helping someone else. So it's a really nice community. It's a good feel.
One advantage of underground living is that the inside temperature is the same all year round, and depending on what room you're in, you may not know whether it's sun or rain outside, or even if it's day or night.
Dugouts can't get mortgages, so everyone uses recycled stuff. So that's an old pub door.
It's unbelievable, eh?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be too tall, but it is an old Opal mine, so nothing's to code, and it just is what it is. So
I like the television unit.
it's what dugouts used to look like back in the day. So it's a pretty
Watch
raw.
your head. Tuck your head, mate.
I reckon this is the room they put me in.
All the snorers go down here. So when I first bought this place and opened the door, it hadn't been unlocked for 40 years.
Yeah.
Little shelf there. And this is just all the stuff that was here when I found it.
It's a bit upmarket now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The rest of it is just all the old tunnels from all the old opal mining.
I want to push into the tunnels.
I think real short people used to work here. Tuck your head. People want to book this and come and experience it. How do they do that?
They can Google Desert Hideaway and call direct, or Airbnb or booking.com.
Check it out. Sonia's a great host, and you won't regret staying here. It's something different, that is for sure. Now, I did say earlier that Whitecliffs was home to Australia's first solar power station. This location was chosen in light of its isolation and hot weather, and construction of the station was completed in 1981. In 1996, Whitecliffs was actually connected to the main power grid, and from then the solar station pumped power into the grid until it ceased operating in 2004. In 2012, it was proposed that the solar station would become a museum, and these days, well, it's looked after by volunteers. The one thing that stands out for me is the peaceful, almost mystic feel this place has, and along with its raw, rugged landscape, it certainly is worth a visit. With another full-on day tomorrow, including going underground, it's time to kick back at a great free camp on the edge of town. Well, after waking up to another cracking outback morning, it's off to take in an underground mine tour. But first, we want to check out an opal shop. I'm tipping there'll be plenty of shops to choose from in these parts. How good is the Red Earth Opal store? Once you walk through the door, you could be mistaken for thinking that you have been somehow transported to a store in Double Bay, Sydney. And with underground mine tours available here daily, we thought we'd take the opportunity to see what this opal mining caper is all about. So mate, you've obviously been doing this for a while. How did this start for you? I mean, you've been here for a long time.
I've been coming here since the early 70s. Just as a child, Dad was a hobby miner out here and got in the blood a bit straight out of high school. Moved here, bought a block, built an underground home, and have been mining ever since. Unbelievable, mate. And this is your livelihood. A lot of hobby miners out here and trying to strike it rich, but at the end of the day, this is your job. This is how you make your income. So this is how I make my income, is digging gemstones out of the ground, looking for opal. There's a lot of hobby miners here, hoping to find material. And it's here for everybody to have a crack at. All right, mate. Well, I'm going to go look for a shovel and a pick, and I'll have a crack myself. Good luck. I'll need all the luck I can get, considering old mate hid the shovel and pick. I knew I should have had Clancy trained in hidden gem sniffing. You can grab a torch if you want. There's lights on down here. Clancy's keen. So this was founded in 1889. By 1902, everybody left because of a big drought. But there was a lot of cases where not one but both of the parents got up and walked away and actually left all their children behind. So they knew their kids would not survive walking all the way back to Wilkenya or Broken Hill or Cobar to a new life. So it's pretty tough. This here is the floor of an old-timer's mine. There's his ceiling. you know, so they were literally on their knees working through some of this ground. So they took out the absolute bare minimum of ground to try and get their opal. If you're using a hand pick down here and lifting all your dirt to the surface in a leather bag on a rope, I mean, you only took out the bare minimum, and then they backfilled everything on the way out.
Fair dinkum. How tough were these blokes? I'll never complain about a hard day at work again.
So in that poor candlelight that they had in the 1890s, they were listening for their opal. So if you've got a little glassy seam running through the wall and you hit it with a pick, you hear that little crunching of glass. Lost a lot of good ones on the floor, people can still find on the surface. I've seen pieces up to $20,000 that visitors just like yourselves have picked up wandering around on the surface.
Get up there. Pieces on the ground? I wonder why there were no lights turned on in that section. Okay, enough of this small stuff. Let's suss out where the big dollars are hiding. And I'm talking megabucks.
We're under all the old honeycomb of historic mine digging that was done in the 1890s, and we're down here on the pineapple level, and this is the piece of dirt that I look at. So from where my hand is up is a claystone down, we get this siltstone, which is all important in this area to produce the pineapple, and that's the piece of dirt that I'm looking at. So at one stage the ice was sitting here and allowed my pineapple crystals to form under here. So they're formed under frozen cold water conditions basically. So that is the only part of the whole wall that I'm looking at as I dig through this area basically. This was one of the huge strikes of the mine just in this little area, and back at the end of 2017, and every day during tours I was actually finding pineapples, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 every day. Just an incredible area. One day we popped out a piece up here, which is a double pineapple. There's only 2 of these in the world. We sold the other, kept this one. This one's been, we're looking over 500,000 for the one stone that come here. So it's been an incredible bit of ground. And to give you an idea, what we're looking at, there's one still there in the wall. So we've got one here and we've got 3 more along the wall as well. So where you get one, you can get a whole group in the area, and that's where it gets very exciting with these finds. We'll market them out well over 2 million as a one-of-a-kind collection.
I told ya, megabucks. It's time to get our crew digging.
So this is where the magic's happening, just in behind this door. So this is it. This is where the all the dirt's coming out of the mine. I use a little diesel loader, shuttle the dirt straight into the bucket, pull the rope, it just goes and empties into the truck. So it's all very quick and simple for me. When I work within 30 metres of here, you can throw out 2 buckets a minute. This area here, I've got big pillars here that no doubt have got a whole lot in the bottom, I can't touch them.
So there could be a lot of money just in that pillar.
Yep, absolutely, you know, unknown. So largely what I do is just come in over the top, just being careful not to dig the level itself, and then we're going to pull the dirt back, and then we're going to jump down with the screwdriver so the whole level through the mine gets dug with that. Now that's where I use my visitors.
Looks like Robert drew the short straw. If you find anything, don't forget your old man, son.
You are actually allowed to keep whatever you find on the tour, on the surface. Underground's all mine. It took me a long time to work out by what they meant by work smarter, not harder.
Courtney's not waiting for Robert to dig up our fortune, so she's joined the fray herself. But I reckon at this rate, we'll be here for weeks. Anyway, that's our stop over at White Cliffs. What an amazing place and a different lifestyle it is here. Do yourself a favour and come and check this place out for yourselves. And if you find yourself on the end of a screwdriver down here and have better luck than us, don't forget the bloke who tipped you into coming here.
Well, Robert, we're just going to go down the hardware here and buy ourselves a couple of picks and shovels, mate, okay?
Yeah, sounds good. A couple of screwdrivers too, apparently, but we can start digging.
Well, mate, you see the price of some of those things? I mean, unbelievable. It's big money.
Yeah, I reckon it'd be an addiction once you start digging, and once you get one, you wouldn't want to stop, for sure.
I think Tilly was ready to start doing a bit of digging, Courtney. You should have got her in there digging holes. She's dug enough holes at home.
Yeah, I reckon she turned me into a millionaire, Dad. She was ready to go for it too.
Anyway, old mate Graham knew his stuff, so it was pretty cold down there. I was pretty happy to get out of there, to be honest.
I was getting a little bit claustrophobic in there myself.
Anyway, mate, we're going to head across to Menindee Lakes, a bit of a camp there tonight, and then make our way into Broken Hill tomorrow. So we'll head to Menindee, mate. Tell you what, if you love a good dirt road, you'll love the road from Wilcannia to Menindee Lakes. It's just a great run through properties. It's around about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and just a beautiful time of day as well to be on here. This is an absolute cracker. It goes for about 150 kilometres, and so I'm taking some beautiful scenery, and we're just enjoying it. But great dirt road driving this is. We love it, and we'll get out here and hopefully we'll enjoy a nice sunset on the water. Can't wait for that. Maybe even have a cold one.
The Menindee Lake system is a series of 9 shallow natural lakes, with 4 main lakes being the Wetherill, Pamamaroo, Menindee and Corndilla, all managed for irrigation, town water and environmental flows. These lakes have been developed and act as water storage for irrigation and water supply for Broken Hill. The natural beauty of this place provides A-grade camp spots, water activities, and is very popular for those bird watchers as well. It's hard to beat sunsets over the water, and this place is right up there with the best of them.
That's pretty cool. I didn't expect it to be this big, like an ocean, but
And we've got the whole space to ourselves, apparently.
for some reason there's no one here. Like, there's thousands of caravanners out here at the moment. No one's at this spot.
None of them are here. Why is that? What do you reckon, Court? What's going on?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is a really secret spot.
Not sure how big a secret it is, but we'll take a spot to ourselves any day. Gee, the hardcore landscape of Whitecliff seems like a million miles away, doesn't it? I tell you what though, this isn't a bad spot to end the day, I reckon.
Well, that wasn't a bad spot there to enjoy a cold beer yesterday afternoon as the sun was going down, mate.
Yeah, top spot. Yeah, the lake's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, beautiful spot down there. A little bit chilly, but good to watch the sunset.
Yeah, stunning sunset.
Yeah, no, it's a big lake. It's bigger than I thought this over here. Well, we've got a bit of a couple of hours ahead of us here. We're just going to head into Broken Hill, get some supplies, and then we're going to duck out and see my old mate Pete at the Silverton pub, and then we'll go and set up a bit of a camp on the Mundi Plains. So we're in for a good day today.
It sounded like a big one.
You'll like the Silverton pub, mate. Pete's a good bloke too, so we'll go and catch up with him and see what he's up to. I'm tipping he'll be getting pretty busy. He's got a lot of customers coming his way over the next few days.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be flat out. And looking forward to it.
After hitting the road early, we knock off some miles and arrive in Broken Hill to grab some supplies to get us through the Mundi Mundi Bash. Do you think you could have grabbed another packet of those chalky biscuits, son? I could end up pinching a couple of those later.
You love this, eh?
Love it.
Silverton is probably one of Australia's most popular bucket list destinations for all four-wheel drive tourers and grey nomads, and although it's sometimes referred to as a ghost town, Silverton, well, it's far from that. Like a lot of outback towns, it came to be as a result of mining when silver deposits were discovered here in 1875. But when much richer deposits were discovered in nearby Broken Hill, the population rapidly declined, with most people packing up and moving the 20-odd k's down the road. Years later, Silverton became the movie sets for films such as Mad Max 2 and Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and these days it's a tourist destination with small businesses still operating here, including an art gallery, a bakery, butcher shop, and of course, the iconic and hugely popular Silverton Hotel.
One of the highlights of going to the Mundi Mundi Bash is stopping right here at the Silverton pub. We absolutely love it. Any time of year, every day of the year, it's a great place to come and visit. I'm with probably one of the best publicans in Australia. There's only a handful of them. Pete, how are you, mate?
Duck, lovely to see you again.
It's great to be here, mate, and thanks for having us. This would have to be in that top, 5 iconic pubs in Australia. There are a few, but not as iconic as this.
I reckon we're number one, but but we're in that top 5. And there is a few great pubs around in the bush, but we like what we do here, Duck. We've got a lot of history attached to the place here. Got a lot of customers. We're seeing over 100,000 a year, so we must be doing something right. And we like making them feel like they've had a great outdoor experience. No fancy glass, no pokies, nothing like that. Just a real old pub.
Mate, how old is this pub?
This pub was built in 1884 and it was a post office originally, and it was made into or transferred into the pub when they burnt the old one down in 1918. We've been training here now 138 years in total.
It's an amazing pub, and it's a real country pub. You've come in here, you have live entertainment, you have great meals here, the bistro's A-grade. But every time you walk in this pub, there's country music playing. It just gets you straight, the atmosphere hits you square between the eyes the minute you walk in here. And you bought this pub just quickly without, we don't give too much away, but you were sick of being thrown out, so you thought you'd buy it. Is that right?
That was the idea. I used to come down 3 times a week. They'd chuck me out, and I thought, well, bugger it, if that's going to continue, I might as well buy it. That's what I did.
And you've done
16 years ago.
Now, the Bash, the Mundi Mundi Bash, what has that done? It's done plenty for all the surrounding areas. We've bumped into people in sheep stations, in campgrounds, and people, the economy's boosting in all these areas. It does a lot for Broken Hill, but geez, it does a lot for this little area, doesn't it?
Oh, fantastic. Not many off times you get 17,000 people going past your front door. It's been a great event. We've worked with Greg Donovan, the owner and operator of the Mundi Mundi Bash, since the inception of it. We're running a shuttle bus service, which we've done each year. And this year we've had to go up into big coaches because there's that many wanting to come in. And we'll start getting out 600 meals a day.
Yeah, unbelievable. Come and check out Silverton any time of the year. And Pete, you're not going to get a better host than him. He's a great bloke. Thanks, Pete.
Thanks, Doug.
Good on you,
Been a
mate.
pleasure, mate.
Yeah, you too, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, good.
And while we've been catching up with old mate Pete, our Oz Off-Road mobile store has just turned up to get ready for the bash. While we've been camping on sheep stations, going underground, Anthony, better known as T from our Penrith branch, has been slogging it out in the Oz Off-Road Isuzu with the mobile store in tow. I reckon T's trip would have been a bit of fun though.
Just pulled the big rig up here in Dubbo, and it's safe to say you'd be hard finding someone, or rather something, that likes to drink more than I do. But I tell you what, this little fuck here definitely likes to drink. We get about 350 k's of a tank at the moment. How's the view? We're Cobar bound now, folk. We just had to get out and do the old test. Seen it on the movie one time. Good morning, folk. It is 7 o'clock and we're about to keep trucking. We crashed the night in Cobar in the truck stop. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. It was very loud. And time to get this trucking on the road. Oh man, messed it up. Hang on, give me a second shot. Take 2. Let's go.
Gee, he can have a good time by himself, can't he? Anyway, we are finally bash bound, and little does T know, the real work is about to begin.
Well, mate, what do you think of Silverton pub? It's a good country pub, that one, mate.
Yeah, hard to top that. I reckon I'd make the call. That'd have been the best country pub in New South Wales, and definitely the best I've been to.
And he's a good bloke, Pete, too. He's one of the best publicans. Him and Frank, they're dying breed, those blokes, mate. Tilly looked good at the pub, Courtney. She was at it right at home outside a country pub like that.
Yeah, she looked pretty at home out the front there. I reckon she's going to be pretty happy when we get to Mundi too.
Yeah, we're on our way in there now, so we'll be able to set up camp. We're here for about 5 or 6 days, so we'll set up a good camp here and get ourselves set up and get that Oz Off-Road shop open.
We've actually got to start working out here now. I just thought of that.
Yeah, it'll be nice to be set up for a few days and not have to get up at 6:30 in the cold and start packing up my swag. So, good music, a few cold drinks and a real nice time at the Mundi Mundi Bash.
Now, I did say that the real work was about to begin, and after setting up camp yesterday afternoon, the boys are up and at it early and straight into it as they get the shop ready for the thousands of bash goers who are on their way.
Please even climb back to the door.
Now what?
Yeah, bud. That's us.
When's the help arrive? What we got? We've got everything here, or?
We've got pretty much everything in the product range here. All the gear that we use on our trips.
When was the last time that was used?
About 3 weeks ago when we packed it up wet.
Still wet.
Still wet. Who would have thought?
The wind here would dead set blow a dog off a chain, and they don't put those big windmills where it doesn't blow, do they? I hope you blokes have got a good supply of ropes and pegs. You're gonna need them.
I don't like that you're getting this on film.
Show was nearly over.
That was nearly it.
You're kidding, aren't you? You blokes are supposed to be camping experts. It's a gazebo. As everybody here puts together the final touches, it's not long until the first wave of bash goers arrive. And isn't there plenty of them? And in the blink of an eye, 15,000 people are ready to rock the plains. With a stack of people getting in early to grab their posse, others are just keen to take it all in and check out everything else that goes on here at this great event. With people flocking through their pop-up stores and food vendors, all eyes are on the merchandise tent. This place gets super busy. Is it any wonder that you trip over people all over Australia wearing Mundi gear throughout the year? Okay, we are here with one of the big acts that are here at the Mundi Mundi Bash. Brad Cox, g'day son, how are you mate?
I'm so good, man. Thanks so much for having us. What a special spot.
Mate, you're going to be looking forward to this, wouldn't you?
Mate, yeah, I've been trying to get us out here for a while, and I mean, I come out here yesterday afternoon just by myself and had a big walk around with Mark, and straight away I was like, oh, this is one of the best festivals in the country. It's so unique. Everyone's such a great vibe out there. I mean, there's 15,000 people watching gigs at lunchtime. Usually they don't come in till, they've had a few beers at camp and it's later on at night time, but it's like people playing at lunchtime, 15,000 people. It's incredible.
But they line up there in the morning nice and early. But I've got to say to you, we've been pushing Greg Donovan, the organiser of this event, for a long time to finally get you here. We've been running a campaign. Now listen, what about your mates? Because your band's your mates. But they're still your mates and you have a great time. Looks like you really enjoy it. It's not just performing for the money. You do it because you love it.
Well, mate, we only realised recently that we get home from being weeks on the road together and all go to the pub together. And we didn't realise that was a strange thing. Mostly, people get home and they're sick of one another. But yeah, I love all the boys in my band, mate.
There he is. He's one of the biggest names in Australian country music. Not only that, in Australian music in general, Brad Cox. Make sure you check him out. He's going to kill it here at Mundi. And after travelling for days, getting set up, checking out the pop-up shops, it's time to settle in as the country's biggest outback music festival gets underway. The Mundi Mundi crowd are truly amazing, and most of them haven't missed an act all day, and as a reward, they are treated to an awesome performance by one of the Bash's favourite bands, Chocolate Starfish, who wrap up what's been a great Aussie day of entertainment.
Bacon vegan.
This is not vegan bacon.
How good are the mornings here at Mundi? And this morning is extra special as it's the day of Big Blue Day. Big Blue Day is an event here at the Mundi Mundi Bash where thousands of people wearing something blue form a map of Australia in the main concert area.
obviously just follow the marshal's instructions. We've got a great volunteer team of marshals and they're going to help you get into place. It's like a tidal wave coming towards us here. Unbelievable, it's streaming in. You can see up on the screen, we've got quite a few more people to come in.
This event, within the main event, raises hundreds of thousands of dollars for Beyond Blue.
Hey!
They have raised millions of dollars over the years for worthy causes, and everybody involved should give themselves one big pat on the back.
Well, how good's this? We're backstage with the great Shannon Knoll standing behind his new wheels. Shannon, how are you, son?
Hey, Duck, good to see you, buddy. How are you?
How good's Monday?
Mate, absolutely fantastic. You know, I was booked there a few years ago, but got cancelled because of COVID. But to finally get out here, mate, and see this amazing event, it's fantastic.
Mate, I've seen you perform live a couple of times. I remember the Save the Hawkesbury after the flood that year. You were climbing up the gantry.
Yeah.
Mate, are we going to see a bit of that?
Mate, I don't know. I'm bloody 50 in next month, so I don't know. Climbing days are over, but they've got a big truck over there. We might have to limber up on later on.
Get up on that, mate. Mate, the fans are going to be in for a real big experience here because, mate, I've seen your show live and it is something else. I mean, you go full noise, you send it. Yeah. But, mate, I think you're going to be in for a real treat as well. You're looking forward to playing in front of 15,000.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. You know, I'm just grateful to the Australian public, mate, for giving me the opportunity and then continuing to support me for the last 22 years, you know, through thick and thin. Yep. It's been a bit of each, so to still be kicking, mate, is a dream come true, absolutely.
Well, mate, I think you're going to have an absolute cracking time here. The Mundi Mundi Bash is a great event. And I think you're going to love it. I think the crowd's going to love it just more when you get up there. As I said, your show's full of energy. Yeah. Good luck with it, mate.
Good on you, Duck. Thanks, mate.
Go out there and, what do they say, break a leg?
Yeah, break a leg, that's it. I've already got one of those, so.
Just don't do that falling off the track.
No, don't break the other one.
Here comes Shannon Knoll! Come on!
Gee, he has a set of pipes on him, doesn't he? He could have a future in this business. Another popular event here is the Mundi Mundi Run. Fair dinkum, some of these blokes are brave. I know I said brave, but I have absolutely no idea what you call this. It's no wonder the Mundi Mundi Bash has fast become the #1 bucket list music event in Australia. Where else can you get 15,000 like-minded people together for days of camping and entertainment? But this place not only attracts festival goers, this event also attracts the biggest names in Aussie music who get just as much out of performing here as the people who come to watch them. The Mundi Mundi Bash is a great family festival organised by a great family, headed up by Greg Donovan, his wife Raylene, daughter Laura and son Stephen, and supported by loyal staff and a dedicated team of volunteers.
What do you reckon, mate? It's been another big one.
It's been a big one, yeah, our biggest crowd yet. Yeah, we got somewhere over 15,000 and but the weather's been perfect, the crowd's been amazing, it's just run like clockwork, the whole event.
I've got to say, talking to some of the punters around here, and they've all had a great time, but you talk to a few of the artists, I think they get as much out of it, if not more, than the people watching them. They just can't believe it. They get up there and just go, wow.
Yeah, look, I mean, you know, how often do artists get the chance to play like in a venue like this with 15,000 people in front of them? The fantastic production we've got here. We've got one of the best production setups you'll ever have for a festival here, with all the lighting and screens and sound and everything. It's amazing. The artists really appreciate it. They love it.
I know the people that do thank you are the people from Beyond Blue, the people from the Royal Flying Doctors. The money that you raise, incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, like we do obviously mental health, and that is a really an issue that affects many people. So we partner with Beyond Blue to help them raise money here at our event. They've raised so far about $270,000. It's just fantastic.
A lot of generous people here, mate. It's incredible, really. And mate, we can't wait to come back and do it again next year.
Yeah, thank you. Yep, we'll see you back next year. We'll be here.
Well, that's a wrap on our New South Wales Outback trek that kicked off way back in Cobar, then on to Louth, took us along parts of the Darling River. We even went underground and ended up at the country's largest Outback Music Festival. Next time on Oz Off-Road TV, we get back to basics and go camping around some awesome four-wheel drive tracks on the mid-north coast. We gate crash a 100-year-old birthday party, and we end up on a spectacular New South Wales beach. Remember, at Oz Off-Road, we build your four-wheel drive for adventure, and if caravanning is your go, we can also build one of those for you as well to get you out there longer so you can live the Oz Off-Road lifestyle just like we do. To check it out for yourself, visit ozoffroad.com.au, keep an eye on our social media platforms, and stay up to date each week with the Camping and Off-Road radio show on the wireless and on podcast. At Oz Off-Road, we believe your next adventure starts by turning the key in the ignition, and we can't wait to show you ours next time on Oz Off-Road TV.
Camping down on an old bush track, a four-wheel drive, yeah, I like it like that. The weekend comes and now it's time to go. Oz Off-Road, it's time for the show.
Oz Off-Road TV, proudly sponsored by Ozcar, Optivan, Duck4x4.com, Ocam 4x4 Accessories, Club 4x4 Insurance, EcoPot, and Oz Off-Road. For your one-stop adventure shop, visit ozoffroad.com.au.